Welcome, people of Earth. It is I, Strong Legs. Joined with me, of course, is SCJ for the matchup for tonight. It is Dignitas versus Bad News Bears, which I suspect will bring them some bad news. So it is going to be an uphill battle here for the underdogs. That is, of course, Dignitas female. How you doing, William? You're coming off a pretty long casting so far. It's been a long day for you. Wow, that's a lot. Nice. Hey, that's a good start, man. It's got a healthy body, healthy mind, they say. But we can go ahead and jump straight into the server because knife round is under. Now, of course, Bad News Bears do have some recent roster changes, dropping tens. I don't know if dropping is the right word, but Yacer has joined the roster, and it is still a powerhouse in the semi pro scene for sure, I would say. Oh, this was against Singularity for Mythic League. Yeah, he went off. Well, let's see what he can do right now. They are going to be starting on the CT side, which, of course, this map is still pretty CT-sided, I would say. Not extremely, but definitely leaning in that direction. Bad News Bears running 3 in connector early. Nice aggressive setup. Of course, they don't have a player holding A, but I think they're hearing this stampede and commotion happening towards long 8. They're going to send EA over to check it out, and who else better to check it out? The noise. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. 2 players. The only silver lining that I see right now is, one, they have the element of surprise still, kind of. Every second wasted here is intuition kicking in for Bad News Bears. The other is they have armor. That's 2 only positives that I have. But they're up against 5 armored opponents, Will. 5. No Kevlar. No kits, I mean. No utility. All Kevlar. Oh, I can call him Rezu. I think... yeah, Rezu, I think he gets like all of them. He gets Rezu or RZU. Rezu's just much easier. Couple letters off, I think, but... Ooh, that nade! Now, mind you, they were, yeah, I definitely saw that. Mind you, they were just on pistols and no armor, so of course that was going to be a sweep for them. Now Dignitas. Now, how come the Dignitas here looks so much different than the Dignitas logo we have on the waiting screen? That looks like a Pikachu. Now here, Dignitas is playing really passive. I kind of like this, actually. That flashbang is not as effective as they would have liked, and Mitch doubles down with the MP9. A terrible turn of events for them. And Rain on top of that is also down to 8 HP. So, I mean, that's almost another player that could go down at any point in time. But I would have liked to see a Pop Flash come out from T-Spawn. I actually really like the passive play coming out from Dignitas. Just let them absorb the aggression coming out from Bad News Bears. Be that sponge. Be like water, as Bruce Lee would say. But they didn't have that proper support flash that could have shut down Mitch's double kill right there. Oh no, Ye's on the flank too. Oh no. Well, there she's late. Yeah, she got destroyed early game.
Pretty bomb out of him.
I think we're having some sort of technical issue. No, they're coming back now. Oh, boom, we're back.
There we
we're
are.
back.
Oh, spray down. Mitch picks up 3, trying to find a 4th and a 5th on top of that. Close out this round with the quickness. He picks out the 4th. He's trying to go for the 5th. Please, 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 please. Oh, I want to see an ace. And he gets it. Mitch finds himself the ace, and Bad News Bears picks up the 4th round on top of that.
Resi was cheeky. He was hunting for that ace deny as well.
I love it.
That's always me. Whenever my teammates are about to get an ace, I always steal it from them. And I remind them,
so
aces
mean.
don't mean anything. They literally don't mean anything.
It's a little boon to the confidence, and it's even more destructive towards, like, another team. Especially if it's like a 1v5 ace clutch. Like, you remember that one Guardian play?
Wait, before we get to that, look at this aggression coming out from Monster right now. Resu's taking down Thea. Emily answers back. That's Peter removed op for op. A nice pick for her. Now, not much is gained, but not much is lost as well. 1 for 1. Water control and monster control are theirs. The only issue that I find right here is that Ye, the always trespassing player, he's currently trespassing slowly but surely.
Watching Ye play makes me so stressed. Like, imagining myself against Ye, I would be having such a bad time. But right now, it's going to be Arzu that's making a bad time for the Dignitas player, and Yeaster actually picks up that flank kill on top of that. He's having himself a good time. He's just having fun.
I mean, hey, if you're not going to pressure him, he's going to take that space, right? It's only when you start pressuring and stressing Ye out that he's going to respect you. Otherwise, he's just going to keep running. Wow, those nades are really annoying coming out from Bad News Bears. They're not letting Dignitas move anywhere without at least taking 30 to 50 damage.
It's really, really frustrating, yeah. He is brought down to 59 already. Artstar is going to get taken down on top of that. Right now, Mitch is just slinking its way through the bathroom side. Try to spot on anything. Can't find a single thing. Spots out 1. It's going to be Thea brought down. The shake and bake comes in. Peter dropping 1 on top of that. Now it's going to be Milky taking down 1. Oh! She's the only one that's doing any sort of damage. Picked up a 2K. That's going to be all for her. 6-0 now. Bad News Bears are just making child's play out of the Dignitas side right now.
Yeah, Dignitas honestly really only has 1 gun round left to earn respect. If they can't do it within the next gun round, it's just going to be Bad News Bears stepping all over them the entire matchup right here. Rezu's already at 7.6 thousand. Shinobi at 6.3. Mitch is close as well with 7.4 thousand of his own. Yacer with 4.1. And even Peter has not been full utility in kit as well. So, I mean, the Bad News Bears right now, their economy is looking so strong. And look at those nades. They just can't go anywhere without eating one. It's like a buy one, get one free.
It's so debilitating as well. But Artstar is going to answer back with a great shot on a Rizu. So that's at least a little bit of a helping hand right there in such a bad situation. But yeah, when you get naded off every single time at the start of the round, what are you going to do? I'll tell you what you're going to do. Thea, at the very least, is going to tag down Yaster, the troublemaker of the Bad News Bears side. And this might actually be a doable round that taken back into the hands of Thea, who's so far been absent this entire game. Actually went 0-6 before this round. But now it's going to be Artstar answering back with a little bit more. B-side's cleared out. The bomb needs to make its way there in the quickness.
They have a secondary lurk as well. So Artstar lurked into B, but Thea is lurking slowly but surely behind them as well on A. Now, mind you, it will get 1. That's actually Mitch gone down. It's all down to Peter now in a 1 versus 3. Now, I've seen this man clutch at least like 10 times over the past 4 days. He's a scary, scary player in these kind of scenarios. He just has great intuition for these specific instances, but it's going to be Thea from behind with the AWP, not letting him breathe for much longer. So, Dignitas picking up the first round on an eco round nonetheless, so there is a savior round. If there is a guardian round, Will, this was it right here. This could be the turning point.
North American Counter-Strike in winning eco rounds. Name a better combination. I don't know, man. It's always beautiful to watch. But even more beautiful, Bad News Bears, they just want to... They see a little bit of life in Dignitas right now, and they want to stomp it out with the quickness. They have the double op set up on Overpass. It's going to be mighty dangerous for them. Yaster, he's on the boost. He spots out Artstar after getting flashed out, and he's going to take her out with the quickness.
Uh-oh. Now, Mitch's position is extremely dangerous right now. It's not going to come into play just yet. But he's hearing, all the noise towards the A side. He knows that all of long gate's clear. Yes, there's a possibility they could get behind him in bathrooms, but really, if he feels any pressure, he could just move forward.
Move forward he might. Lots of shots coming through onto the B side, so that might be a little bit more information on top of that. Thea pushed up onto bathrooms. She's really going to be the only one in the target in the sights of Mitch right here and now. If Thea's able to steal away one, that's going to be Peter taken out of the game. Yaster trading out, getting Milky out of the server on top of that. Man advantage still to Bad News Bears. But Dignitas, they are not out whatsoever. But Mitch dropping the bomb onto Rain. That might as well be GG for them.
Yeah, 25 seconds left. They're so far away from the bomb. They're really the only person who has any say in this is Thea, but there's a rotator coming in. That's Rezu making his way up. Now it's down to 20 seconds. They have to move quickly, but they cannot eliminate Mitch. And it is the end of the round. Emily flashbang perfectly by Rezu, and Mitch eliminates her. And that is the end of the round. 7-1 lead now for the Bad News Bears, and Dignitas' economy is still well put together. And they have a massive loss bonus as well, so they're not too worried yet.
Not at all.
If they keep trading rounds, though, that would heavily favor Dignitas.
Very much so, actually, yeah. But we can only see that happen if it happens right here and now. If Dignitas can string together that second round right here and now, it could be in a good favor, but Rizu does not want that to happen whatsoever. Try to take the life out of these ladies with the quickness. Emily's going to take down Yacer, but it's going to be too little too late, especially since Milky's dying in the fire. Shinobi with a spray down, takes down 2, gets that second up off the body of Rizu. I'm sorry, not Rizu, but Yaster, actually. And that's going to be 8-1 now. Bad News Bears shutting down that the hopes and dreams of a traded round in its foot. I'm running away with this one.
All right, well, either way. Shinobi eating a grenade for breakfast, not the tastiest of foods or meals, but it's going to be Mitch once again looking to trespass and play very forward on the A site, but it'll be Yaster towards Connector that will draw first blood. Now Peter from the side of the bathrooms as well finds one of his own, and that's going to be Rain trading out 1 for 1, and look at this aggression, just non-stop,
they just don't care. No relent whatsoever. Yacer's already picked up 3 kills. He's playing so aggressive with the op. Artstar has to be on retreat. She's got to go for at least 1 kill. If she can make it expensive, then it's going to be mighty, mighty positive for her. And she's going to... Ooh! Oh, she's going for the knife!
Oh, what?
Oh.
That's one way to establish respect, I guess.
Oh, if she got that kill on the Yate, that would have been so phenomenal for the Dignitas side. Fortunately, it did not happen. It's now 9-1. Dignitas there reduced to nothing more than pistols. Emily the lone. Ooh! Emily the lone player with a P250. Gotta go down first. Milky able to trade it out with a 1 deke onto Rizu. Peter's gonna answer back with one of his own.
Or this time they get decapitated by Mitch towards bathrooms, and he's giving them hell of a time trying to get to a bomb site, but this is really difficult. It's all down to Thea now, 1 versus 4, and it seems like there's no response for the double op setup yet for Dignitas side. They haven't really found a solution to deal not only with AWPs, but aggressive ops.
Indeed. And something to note is that Mitch is having an absolutely stellar game so far. He's got 20 kills so far in 11 rounds. You don't really see that too often.
Definitely not.
Not at all.
There's like potential for more as well. This is only the 12th round. There's still this round and 2 more to go after this. Emily draws first blood as the B defense weakened, but can they get by Ye without losing too many lives? And it's going to be R-Star peeking right into him. And Milky's hesitating on the trade. She could have went outdoor.
She could have. She got the trade eventually, though. Yaster and his aggression is going to be stopped with the quickness, but Mitch, he's going to try to pad his scoreline just a little more, taking down Thea with the quickness. Peter, beautiful shots by him. And Rizzo with one more. It's going to be the last one alive. It's going to be Rain, and she's just going to get tapped with a P250. Just like that. 11-1 is going to be on the scoreline. And Dignitas, they just have nothing. They have no back to the call of Bad News Bears. It is all bad news for Dignitas. And I'm guessing they're owls. Are they owls? We're going to go with owls.
Yes, I'm going to go with owls as well. Which I do imagine is owls.
Bad News Owls doesn't have a ring to it. But regardless, it's now round number 13. And this aggression, this absolute decimation coming out from Ye and the Bad News Bears players. Oh, but Milky catching Peter off guard. That's got to be something else. Things are even up. Oh, Mitch got caught up. Oh, he's able to get the kill, though. Emily's going to get taken down. Now a man down, Dignitas. They need to answer back, and they need to answer back quick. What a great start for them, but they need to end it just as well as it started.
Oh, no, Mitch, don't do him like this.
Oh, Mitch is going to do it to him like this. Oh. Oh, it's so mean. He's finding one. Get the second one. Up, up.
He has 2 bullets with his AK. 2. Tap, tap. No headshot. All right, I need to reload now. 24, 3 assists, 4 deaths.
So, Let me do some math. 6 to he has 24 kills. You know how many kills Dignitas has? 25. He is doing as much work as the entirety of Dignitas is doing right now.
Yeah, that's a rough statistic for sure.
Whoa!
What just happened? Are you good?
Thea just threw a nade and it somehow clipped through the wall and did just a little bit of damage. It just kind of hung there. But regardless, she makes up for it, taking down Rizu with the P250. Rain answering back with that CZ. And she actually picked up the op. They've somehow found 2 weapons in all this. Yaster's brought down to 1 HP. He's going to be a retreat now.
Okay, there is hope.
Absolutely. Remember, this is what happened last time. There's no one on the flank this time, so at least they don't have to worry about that. But even still, Dignitas are in a very, very vulnerable position in this round.
Now, the 2 players towards A are slowly gaining space. I think they just heard the door open and they had the players jumping out water, so they definitely know that it's B. Rotate through heaven is making its way over, but Ye with only 2 HP, or it should be 1 HP. I don't know, I'm hiccuping at the worst possible times. It's actually driving me nuts.
Absolutely. That flash coming out, but it's going to be Emily that's going to get taken out. The bomb has yet to go down, actually. That hesitation is going to be the death of them. That's going to be a lot of money lost on top of that. Now, Thea Net's absolutely huge, but it's simply not going to happen. Mitch is going to make sure that she's sleeping with the fishes, and he's picking. He's got 27 kills in 1 half.
Oh, no, he's going for it.
He's going to get the 30 bomb.
I predict he goes aggressive right here. He's going for the 30. He's going for it. He's going for the 30.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to tell his teammates to not even push through it. He's going to go for the gladiator play, man. And you know what? They're in a position. They have the liberty to do so. 13-1. They could lose so many rounds just because of, they can just play strat roulette and they can still get kills. Where Yaster picks up a kill on Thea. Absolutely aggressive and careless offing. Has been doing so much work. Peter's going to answer back with 1. And now it's going to be, well, that's denied. 30 bomb, but even still, he's just going off. He's going absolutely off. There's no off button for him whatsoever. R-Star, the last one alive. Spotted out Shinobi. Cannot convert this kill whatsoever. I want her to go for the knife, but it simply does not happen. Minute 15 left on the clock. Bomb is lost. But the round is so far not lost yet. Can it happen? Yes, it can. Takes down Yank. Not able to take down Peter. 14-1 is going to be the scoreline. Dignitas they have one hell of an uphill battle if they want to get back into this one. Mitch with 27 kills. Are you kidding me?
27 3 assists. That's beastly.
And not to be outdone, Yaster's at 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yaster. They got two players that are having absolutely phenomenal games on this one-sided matchup, and that's nothing to get shaken up about. Like, that's phenomenal coming out from the Bad News Bears side. But right now, it's gonna be Dignitas trying desperately to find their way into this game. They've got to win this pistol round. There's no exception. They have to win this pistol round.
Absolutely. This is detrimental. It's going to be Rezu drawing first blood as well. Milky towards water. She actually ends up finding 2 kills. That's Rezu and Shinobi gone down, but Mitch, Yaser, and Peter all pick up 1 kill. All on the B site. And it's now down to Emily. She's in a 1 versus 4, and I think she's lagged out.
Yep. This is actually really, really rough.
No, the wall is not going to help you, Emily.
No. What a horrible time for this to happen. Emily. Oh, no.
Hey, this looks like my watermelon slicer. What the?
It does?
Yeah.
Neat. Please don't disrespect her. No! That's the meanest thing I've ever seen.
Mitch has no mercy right now.
That is the meanest
an episode of Game of Thrones.
I don't follow.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Ooh. No!
Oh, I didn't pause. I think this is a surrender. This is a white flag.
Yeah, did you see what they just did? Shinobi actually got damaged by one of his teammates, therefore damage was being done. One of the players on Dignitas left. That means this is a live round. There's nothing they can do. This is it. This is GG on the board. Yaster's taking down 1. Peter's taking down another one. Rain and Artstar, there's nothing they can really do. What do you do? What do you do? This is so incredibly rough. They're still going for it.
There is no what do you do at this point. This had to be solved preemptively. Once you're in the hole at this point, there's no way out. And there it is. Shinobi mops up. What a performance from Mitch and Ye. I mean, look at them. 29 kills. 3. What is that? Almost an 8.0 KD almost? My math is a little bit off, but...
29.4. That's actually a 7.25 KD.
Wow.
Yeah, Jesus. Him and Ye have been absolutely instrumental in this map against Dignitas.
Mm-hmm.
But really, against Dignitas, it was basically a warm-up for them, really. 16-1. What are you going to do if you're on the ladies' side? You really just got to dust yourself off, push over it, push past it, and just try to collect yourself for future games, because that was... Wow.
I have this feeling that female teams always struggle against, like, especially much stronger male teams because of the lack of predictability that comes out from the male teams, right? They know, it's not a no, it's just a matter of they have the confidence. They say, okay, I think we're better than these people, let's just run them over. As soon as they have that 5-round lead that comes out early, right, they have so much cash that there are no consequences to their mistakes, right? So they can push. They have Ye pushing constantly. I mean, this man's in T spawn at 1 minute and 15 seconds. Like, that's just crazy talk, right? Then you have Mitch, who's playing solo way up close long, not being punished. I mean, as soon as you start to get into this, it becomes extremely difficult for any sort of structure to function for Dignitas female, right? It's almost impossible. Like, once you're in the hole, once you're in that, no respect zone, no respect Counter-Strike, it's extremely difficult to bring yourself out of it. And it has to be done preemptively, I think.
I mean, it's one of the cases of, if I can go so deep into this, it's kind of like chaos theory, where you believe that if you have everything in your control, then everything is going to be good. But if one little element is out of your control, if one little element is out of place, then everything's just going to fall out of place in such quick succession. That's kind of what goes on with Dignitas female. Now, I'm a pretty ardent supporter when it comes to being more what's the term I'm looking for? Like, male teams and female teams playing against each other all the time, scrimming against each other all the time, more co-ed teams coming into place. I would absolutely love that to be a thing, but
I think we're one of the only real leagues that's actually given them a chance to play against much higher skill teams, because if they're on the ESEA platform, I believe they are in their IM or main. I can't remember.
They're in main right now, and in order to get out of main, that's I don't even want to get into it. It's so unfair. Once you get out of main, it's pretty much smooth sailing. Like, once you get to advanced, it's that's where the real cream of the crop starts raising to the top, because you can kind of luck your way into advance, but once you get into advance, you got to know how to play. You
Right.
really have to know how to play.
Right. Now, mind you, CLG Red is like kind of maintaining their spot, right? They're not doing exceptionally well. They're not doing exceptionally poor. They're kind of like in the middle of a pack advanced team, which is a pretty good spot to be. But I mean, CLG Red is arguably the number one team in for female Counter-Strike, right? They've won back-to-back international events. Of course, Dignitas female have also had some recent success as well. But again, Dignitas female, it's really not a lack. Okay, I have another point as well. But for Dignitas female, it's not really like a lack of skill. It's just a lack of control, right? They don't have any control in these matchups. And as soon as these games become a, what I call favela Counter-Strike, is just like no street Counter-Strike, right? No laws exist, no rules to adhere by. It's just pure chaos. It becomes infinitely more difficult for teams like Dignitas, who like find some sense of cohesion in that kind of consistency, right? And that doesn't exist in these kind of matchups. So I think as soon as they're in this kind of environment, it's much more difficult. Now, my other point is that, well, Thea is a ringer for Dignitas female, right? So that kind of throws off some of that cohesion as well. Now, although Thea is a very capable player and she's a very skilled individual, I just think that as soon as you replace one person on your team, if they're not up to speed on all your strats and all your structure, it makes it a little bit harder as well.
Absolutely. Honestly, I think you summed it up pretty well. The whole idea of controlled Counter-Strike, I think there's too much control when it comes to Dignitas female. I think they have to have, again, going back to the Chaos Theory thing, if they can loosen up a lot of their plays, have more opportunity for mid-round calls, early round calls. If something immediately doesn't go right, like if one of their players gets dropped like that, they need to know how to play with that, because they're still trying to play with all the parts there. They're still trying to form a four-person band while one of the other players is kind of out. Like, you can't really have a cohesive band without a drummer. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I understand. Yeah, it's a good point.
And that's what they're rolling with right now. And I
Mhm.
believe that's one of the more integral parts of why I've been critical of the team, but I'm still very hopeful. I'm so hopeful for the Dignitas female team. I'm
Mhm.
such a big fan of these players in this organization, but
Right.
they've got a lot to work on.
For
And I
sure.
think that just
And I think that's why we're
loosening
all
that up.
here as well, right? Is we are trying to develop it. We're trying to help them develop. We're trying to provide them avenues for them to develop by playing, against professional teams, against, MTL level teams, against teams of all skill level. And hopefully in these kind of environments, they are finding some sort of progress. And it's going to take time. That's okay. No rush really. But as long as they're moving upwards, as long as they're trending upwards, that's all that matters. But I think we've touched on all the points, and I think this matchup is done and over with. And hopefully, we will see Dignitas female in the next season of Winners League. But besides that, we are out of here for now. We are signing out. Stay tuned for Twitter. If you don't follow that, go ahead and do so. Exclamation mark socials in the chat, I think, has all the links as well. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Those are great places to keep track of everything happening within Winners League. And if you haven't followed Will's or my Twitters down here below, please do. But besides that, we are out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and have a good night.
Take care, everyone.